Hey, Nikki Brown here. Quick story time. So, about 10-15 years ago, I go on a date with this guy who was recently divorced. He complained about his ex-wife. Of course, he blamed her. He complained about the waiter. He complained about the restaurant, which he asked me out a week in advance. And I told him what area I lived in. He didn't make plans to go to anywhere specific. So when he got to my house, it was like, okay, where are we going? And I'm thinking he already had something planned. I wanted to get out of the car then, but I was like, okay, let me just give it a chance. So I gave it a chance. We ended up going to Carrabba's. He complained about, he doesn't like Carrabba's. He complained because they had a bruschetta and they made the bruschetta differently than they normally do, but the waiter explained it. When the bruschetta came out, he made such a scene. I was so embarrassed about this bruschetta that the waiter explained to him would be different. And as I'm eating it, he's like making a big deal about it, right? Then, so he complained about his ex, he complained about the restaurant, he complained about the food. So I'll say the last few months he's been DMing me, right? And he can't understand why I'm single, right? What most men say is, oh, you're too pretty to be single. Or, you know, it's the choices that you made. You just chose the wrong man, right? I ask a direct question, I get an indirect answer. This is what we call gaslighting and manipulation. And then maybe he really doesn't understand, but he's like, oh, I don't deal with the language that young people use. This is not young people language. This is psychology. And so basically he's still angry, but he's trying to present himself as if, oh, he's a good man, and women just don't like him because he's short, and they just would prefer 6 feet tall men, and those 6 feet tall men dog those women out. Yet again, sir, you're angry, and you obviously have done nothing to heal yourself or be a better person or have a better character. Because I'm telling you that, because the conversation was just basically in general about why women are choosing to be single, right? Women are choosing to be single because they don't want to deal with nonsense like that. And so again, we're having a conversation about why women are choosing to be single. And I explained that I know women who take care of men. Oh, I don't know any women like that. I don't know no women that would take care of no man. So I sent him a video of a woman explaining how she took care of her ex. He didn't watch it. He just looked at the caption. The caption was something different. But I took a specific clip out of a video and sent it to him. He never watched it. But he responded to the video. How can you respond to a video that you've never watched? You don't know the context of the video, right? Then I sent him another video with Michael Todd. Oh, Michael Todd, you've got to be kidding me. Like, he just completely, I don't listen to him. Michael Todd in the video was talking about the purpose of a relationship, which is one of the things that I was discussing with him, that relationships, what your relationship should be about, right? He wouldn't even watch it. So again, these are things that men do intentionally, and they pretend they don't know what's going on because they want to gaslight and manipulate you. So then he talks about how he mentors men, and that and who his influencers are, like Dr. Claude Anderson. Dr. Claude Anderson doesn't even talk about relationships. Dr. Claude Anderson talks about the community in general and finances. So if you're ever in a situation where you feel like you can't win for losing, just leave it alone, because they're intentionally not wanting to understand you, because they want it to be about what they think and what they want the conversation to be about. Because again, he wants the conversation to be about that he's a good man and that I should choose him. Or something along those lines. Even if it's not me specifically, that women should choose him despite the fact that he's a short guy. And he claims to be 5'8". I don't know. It doesn't really matter. There are some women who don't care about that. They care about good character. And whether you're short or tall, sir, your character is poor. You can't even have a conversation. The foundation of a good relationship is communication. So if you're with guys who can't communicate, or they constantly change the subject and make it about something else, 9 times out of 10 they're doing this to you intentionally. Leave that man alone. You know what a woman said in a video? She said, I would rather mop the ocean. Oh my God, that is so funny. She said she would rather mop the ocean than be in another bad relationship. Yo, mop the ocean though? I laughed so hard. She said she would rather mop the damn ocean. Nobody wants to deal with foolishness. And a lot of times men say they want peace, but women want peace too. At the foundation of it all, we all want the same thing, but we've been conditioned to think that men and women want something different. No, we want respect too. We want peace too. We want sometimes, because it's 2026, we go to work too. Now, if she's a stay-at-home mom and she's being treated well, right? She's being treated well and all of her needs are being met. Financially, everything is good, right? She still wants maybe sometimes to not have to cook or not have to clean up, right? She wants a day off maybe to just go to the spa and do nothing, relax, go on vacation with her friends. Like being a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home wife is a 24/7 job. And so sometimes when women just stop doing it, or they don't want to cook, or they don't want to clean up, is because they're tired. If they've been doing it for years, they're tired. And a lot of men don't even want to understand that. Even when it comes to raising children, it's like, oh, I took care of the kids. No, you are a parent who helps to raise your children. You didn't babysit. You didn't take care of the kids today. That's not how that's supposed to go. And I'm not sure why people still hold on to that when it doesn't work. Right? And then they get mad at the woman or blame the woman. Oh, she would rather be a stay-at-home single mom than to be in a miserable relationship with me. Yeah. Yep. She would. She would. Some people think that relationships aren't supposed to be happy. I'm not sure why you think that. Yes, each individual in the relationship should bring their own happiness. But a lot of times men are miserable. They have something from their childhood. And I'm going to, a lot of times it's the mother. And I'm saying that as the mother of a son. It's something that the mom did. Like, I know this guy who, he manipulated his moms and his sisters to do everything for him his whole life. So now he thinks that whatever woman that he's with should do everything for him. Sir, you need to hire a personal assistant or a secretary and a maid. That's unrealistic, especially if she has to go to work. That's crazy. And then again, these same men wonder why they can't find women, or they can't keep a woman, or no good woman, no mature woman wants to deal with that. And if they do, they're usually using you for something else. And the person that they really like, they're probably sleeping with him on the side. And you don't know anything about it because you think it's all about you. And you're not taking any accountability or responsibility for your behavior. That's crazy. Anyway. I'm done. That's all I wanted to say. I hope that was helpful to some woman who's confused about what a man is or supposed to be in her life. Love y'all. Later.